And I'm editor of Gardens Illustrated magazine, and I'm here today with Steve Ween, who's commonly known as the Pothole Gardener, and Steve kindly agreed to come to Bristol to make a garden for Gardens Illustrated. So hello, welcome, and thank you so much for coming down. I'm absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm really excited to be in Bristol. It's great to be here recreating the cover for Gardens Illustrated.
Yeah. So we wanted to do a cover, a little miniature garden to honour Gardens Illustrated magazine. So we're working on the October cover, which is here, and Steve kindly agreed to kind of do a little copy of, which I think you've done it perfectly. I couldn't be better. It's fantastic. How do you find your locations?
Well, I cycle around London, and so potholes are everywhere in London, and I'm always spotting them when I'm riding on my bike. But when I'm looking for one to garden in, I always like to find one that's just off the street, like this one. The garden in the middle of the road. And you know, it's all about the whole setting and making sure it's you know, in a little spot where people will notice it.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing your pothole gardens for?
The project's been going on since about 2008, so 3 or 4 years now.
Oh wow, wow. And what was it like the first time you did it?
It was a real buzz the first time I did it. It was a little bit on edge. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and I'd been procrastinating for 3 or 4 months, and then I just one morning I decided to get out there and do it, and it's really people's reactions that you know, keep me going.
Yeah.
Put a bit of colour in the first one then, Teddy.
And I bet kids love them, don't they?
Yeah, kids.
I mean, it's just, I remember when I was little, I used to look at sort of like the knots in trees and think the fairies lived inside, and I think kids love looking at details and things. And I know if I was a little girl, I mean, I adore this, but if I was a little girl, I think this is just like the little fairy dream.
Yeah, I mean, I think these gardens really sort of get people's imaginations going, and I use the miniatures, and I think there's something very childlike about using miniatures. And I don't use any actual characters in the gardens. I always leave them open, so if it's a chair, I don't put someone on the chair, because children start asking questions like, why is there a chair on, you know, in the garden next to the road? Who sits on that chair?
Who lives in the house?
Exactly, exactly.
It's me!
most people, when they come across the gardens, they stop, they do a double take, and then they start smiling, and then they'll pull out their iPhone and take a photo. And you know, that's what the project is all about. It's these little moments of happiness.
Yes.
And taking something that's so happy and making it happier.
I don't know, I just love the idea of bringing people together. I bet these do this brilliantly.
Yeah, I think so. It gives us something to talk about. And also, I think on the street in London, everyone wants something from you, whether they want you to sign up to their charity or they're asking for money. Whereas I think this project is all about giving something back.
Yes. And it's great for people to kind of appreciate nature, I think. They're sweet little flowers, but it's a bit of kind of greenery and a bit of, there's so much artifice around in cities that having, I don't know, I'm a big believer in the power of nature and how it quietens people and just sort of grounds them somehow. So I just, well, I think they're absolutely adorable. So I'd like to say a huge thank you, Steve, for coming down to Bristol and making this for us. And I believe you have a book coming out shortly.
Yes, the Little Book of Little Gardens will be out next month, so very excited about that.
There'll also be a feature about Steve's work in Gardens Illustrated, which is the October issue 2012, which you can get through newsagents, or you can download a digital version from the App Store or iTunes. So thank you very much, and yeah, that's brilliant, lovely.
Thank
Great
you.
to meet you.
Thanks.